it's locked. That's really strange. The staff are forbidden to lock the doors in this part of the building.
You must see that something's going on. You must intervene.
Well, like I told you, the sedatives. He should be calm. Don't worry.
Listen, Petrov. I'm telling you plainly that the door is locked. You must have a master key on you. I want it now.
Key? Of course I've got a key. Here it is. But this really isn't a good idea. We shouldn't go in there.
The key won't turn. How come? What's going on? What shall we do then?
Look, I think we should keep quiet for a while. I'm sure he'll calm down. Let's give him some time, agreed?
You really don't have anyone on duty here? Some attendants? Surely you must have made some preparations for this kind of situation.
Of course someone's on duty, but not in this department. There's usually no danger here. If you insist, I'll go and get someone, although I still think it's not necessary. Wait here. And please, no silliness. Don't try to get in the room by yourself.
Does that help? If you think smashing things will help you deal with the anger, go ahead. I can wait.
Why? I want to know. What were your damned higher goals? Why all that?
Those paintings, Max, are the key. Under normal circumstances, nobody can see me except people soon to pass away. That has certain unpleasant consequences. One of them being that my appearance finds its way into the paintings of dying artists from time to time. At such times, my faithful intervene and destroy the painting, or if there is time, tell the painter to redo it.
So that murdered scientist Abramchikov and that new machine of his would have uncovered your appearance in the paintings from the Hermitage?
It's nice to talk with someone so quick on the uptake. Yes, that is so, Max. That's why I had them exchanged.
But I got the paintings back, so you failed anyway. You did all this in vain. You lost in the end, you poor devil.
You people. If we just replace the paintings, sooner or later someone would find out that they weren't the originals, and a number of questions would arise. This way we only borrowed them for a little while. I'm sure it won't surprise you if I tell you that we modified them a little bit. We have the technical equipment too. Take my word for it, no X-ray device will ever detect the differences now.
So all this was planned from the beginning? The originals are back in the gallery and they're harmless. And all thanks to me.
Exactly, Max. Thanks to you. Everything is back as it should be. But that's not all. The Brotherhood lost sight of its original purpose. Discipline was going to pieces. We even had a novice trying to sell paintings we took for personal gain. That's why purification had to come. Purification through fire.
Purification? The fire I started. Somebody died there? No, that can't be true.
Human weakness again. What do a few apostates matter? Who will miss them? I couldn't do it. And I didn't want to defile one of the faithful brethren by making him do it, so it remained for you. You should be proud of yourself, Max.
I'm a murderer?
Your concern for the lives of others is really remarkable. The same thing could be said of how you managed to save your own life several times.
What are you on about again? I was to die?
You attract danger, Max. Death came close several times, but you always managed to avoid it.
But if I had died, it wouldn't have been good for you, would it? Who would have done all your dirty work?
I was always near Max, ready to intervene and divert it. Yes, that's one of the reasons I adopted your brother's form. I had to stay close to prevent your fall. If you had died, I would have had to take you regardless of my plans. But in the end, I didn't have to intervene. Not once.
I don't need praise from such a monster.
That's where you got really lucky. If I'd had to help you more, you'd have to repay me now. I'd take you with me.
And who says I don't want to finish it now? That I want to live with the blood of innocent people on my hands? That I can forget all this and live a normal life?
You'll live, Max. There's no reason to take you with me. Not now. This episode doesn't end with your death.
Oh, so, after all that you did to me, all that you made me do, you will mercifully let me live? But you know what, you bastard? What if I'm not interested? What if I take the last step now? The only step you didn't count on? Just because you couldn't do anything about it? What if I don't want to live any longer? What if this puppet cuts his strings? What would you do?
Don't do that, Max. This isn't supposed to happen. You know that.
Something isn't going according to plan? Take a good look. An ordinary insulated piece of wire. Another thing that contributes to the coziness of this place. I can't remember. I put the table leg to the wire. A mirror. Perhaps it's here so that the inmates can have a good look at themselves, at the human wreckage that ended up confined inside these walls.
You aren't alone in the world. Think about how many people would be hurt by your departure. Do you really want to end things like this? You think that suicide will help? Stop acting like a madman. Can you hear me?
Of course, that's it. That's the way to solve the problem, to fix it, find the way out. But it's high, too high. Comfort is really not an issue in this place.
There's still time to change your mind, Max.
Maybe it's time you got out of my life. Your puppet is going to do what it pleases. A broken off table leg. I almost killed myself because of it. What?
heard another crash. I must break the door and get in at once. This way I could get through the door.